This is not a drill, Chicago. If you thought winter was cold, wait until you feel the earthquake Kevin Warren is cooking up at Hallis Hall. Soldier Field is shaking, Bears Nation, and you have to be here for the raw truth. Round 1, a mastermind enters the game. Picture this, an offensive guru who turned some zombie lions into a top 5 team and now wants to work magic with the QB of the future? Spoiler, his tricks melted Aaron Donald. But beware, he's not just another PowerPoint charlatan. His track record in Detroit screams puzzle solved. Will he be the antidote to decades of mediocre offense, or the new scapegoat if Caleb crashes? Hint, Nagy and Trestman are sweating in retirement. Are you going to risk not knowing how this redefines the NFC North? Round 2, the nobody signing that could be. Someone. Boom! An ex-Lion return man arrives. News? On paper, no. But, did you know this guy threw passes in college? Ben Johnson's eyes lit up. Sure, his stats are thinner than a wire, but this move is Dolphins in troubled waters. Does he bring the secrets of Detroit's playbook? Or is it just a smokescreen to hide that Poles doesn't want T.O. pay for a star? Here's the dirty play. This nobody is a Trojan horse. If you master his role, you'll know how Johnson plans to infect his system in Chicago. Subscribe or you'll never see if this low-risk BET blows up. Final bomb, the punter no one wanted, but everyone needs. Spending a 4th-round pick on a punter? Poles received more hate than a virus. But the raw reality, this Australian punted 82 times. An NFL record. His fault? No. Blame an offensive line scarier than a clown in a dark alley. Here's the dilemma. If Johnson fixes the offense, Taylor will be invisible. But if the line remains broken, this rookie will be the martyr saving Caleb from being torn apart. Does his contract have holes? No. Does Chicago have a bigger problem? Duh! The burning question. Would you bet another draft pick to protect the franchise, or trust that this scapegoat can handle the grind? Last call, Bears, if you don't hit like right now, how will you know if Warren, Johnson, and Caleb destroy the NFC North? Activate the damn bell, comment your prediction, and share this before Packers fans report it. 88% of fans believe in this team. Numbers that speak of renewed faith. But I ask you, why so much euphoria? Is it the Ben Johnson effect? Of course! Let me tell you how we got here. Just weeks ago, we were buried in doubt. The season ended, Matt Eberflus was gone, and distrust in management was toxic. Remember those rumors that Ben Johnson preferred the Raiders? Even I bought into it. But here's the truth, Rick Smith, his agent, played poker with Las Vegas, and the Bears bet harder. I'm telling you this, Kevin Warren and the management didn't sit idle. They moved pieces, offered control, and sealed the deal. And you know what? Bobby Peters, offensive scheme guru, says it clearly. Ben Johnson is the best play sequencer and has the best play calling management I've studied. Listen up! Caleb Williams with a creative genius like Johnson? This is dynamite! Imagine Williams throwing to DJ Moore, Cole KMET dodging linebackers, and Johnson designing traps for Aaron Donald. But beware! Will it be enough to erase decades of disappointment? Remember, we've seen false messiahs before. Mark Trestman? Disaster. Matt Nagy? Empty promises. But this time, it's different. Ben Johnson is not a PowerPoint philosopher. He transformed Jared Goff's Lions into a top 5 offensive machine. And Caleb? He has more talent in his pinky than Mitchell Trubisky in his whole body. Now, I ask, what do fans expect? An offense that takes your breath away? Mandatory! With Johnson, the Bears will no longer be that team that plays not to lose. They will play to win. And if the defense maintains its level, Super Bowl? I dare not say it, but I think it. Here's my final argument. Kevin Warren is rebuilding this franchise with guts. Johnson is not an experiment. He's a certified game changer. And Caleb Williams, well, friends, he's the most hyped prospect since Patrick Mahomes. If this doesn't work, then what the hell will? And now, I ask you, Bears Nation, how many points per game will this offense need for 2025 to be the year? 25? 30? Did you think Chicago's moves ended with Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams? You're wrong. Kevin Warren's war machine is still on, and they've just signed a player who is relevant. You be the judge. Maurice Alexander Jr., ex-Lion, joins the team on a reserve/future contract. Now, I ask, does this deserve a party or is it just another body in training camp? Let me give you context. Alexander Jr. is a 28-year-old return man who, attention, played quarterback in college. What does this mean? Versatility, friends. At Florida International, he went from throwing passes 2016 to 2017 to being a receiver and return specialist. In 2018, he was named All-Conference USA as a punt returner. And in the NFL? 7 games, 1 reception, 4 punt returns, numbers that don't scare. But you know what does scare? This in the 2023 preseason show clip of his electric return. And here's the cunning. He comes from the Lions. Ben Johnson's team. Coincidence? No! I'm telling you clearly, Johnson is bringing his players to implant his system quickly. Alexander knows the jargon, the codes, and that speeds up the learning curve. Is he a future star? Probably not. But a secret weapon in practice? Absolutely. And now, my constructive criticism, Chicago cannot settle for comfortable signings. The NFC North is played with talent, not buddies. However, who better than a return specialist who dominated the USFL? There he was all USFL in 2022 with 703 yards in kick returns. In a team that needs explosiveness in special teams. It's a low-risk bet. But pay attention to this. These types of contracts are like lottery tickets. If you win, it's glory. If you lose, no one prize. Alexander is 28. Can he still polish his game as a receiver? His career says no. But as a contingency weapon in returns, he has potential. And here comes my strong argument. This is not about Alexander. It's about Ben Johnson taking control of the culture. Players who understand his vision, even if they are rotation pieces. If this means the offensive playbook is installed 20% faster, it's worth every penny. And now, the question everyone's waiting for. Do you think this signing is a hidden gem or just practice meat? Should the Bears seek more talent in returns or is this enough? Do you know what a curse is? Using a 4th-round pick on a punter. What did Ryan Poles say in April 2024? Tory Taylor will be our secret weapon. And what happened? This rookie punted 82 times in 2024. 82! I mean, folks, the Bears' offense was so bad that a punter became the team star. Let's get to the point. Tory Taylor arrived with the weight of being the most overrated punter of the draft. Why? Because Caleb Williams, at his draft party, said, "I hope we don't need you that much, Tory." Ha! Pure irony. Result? Taylor punted more than 98% of the league because the offense was a disaster. Was he the problem? No! But he's the scapegoat. Let's look at the numbers. Average of 47.7 yards, 14th in the NFL, 34 punts inside the 20, top 4, 23 fair catches, 6th. Is that bad? Not at all. But when your OL is a sieve and your QB runs for his life, what did you expect? Even Justin Tucker would look mediocre with 80 punts a year. Here's the controversy. Fans shout, "What a waste of a draft pick." And yes, a punter in the 4th round? In an era where Mahomes and Allen dominate. Did Poles think Taylor was the Ray Guy of Illinois? But admit it, it's not his fault. The guy did his job, punt and pray the defense saved the game. But I ask, is Taylor a soulless robot or a martyr of incompetence? Listen to this, 68 yards long punt, only 4 touchbacks. At Soldier Field, with 50 kilometers per hour winds, that's Titanic. You know who's happy with Taylor? The defense. Because without his clutch punts, opponents would start at the 40 every time. And now, my crunchy verdict, Ryan Poles messed up, but not because of Taylor. For not building an offensive line. Taylor is a scapegoat. If in 2025 Ben Johnson works magic and Caleb shines, you know what? Everyone will say, "Wow, this Australian punts well." A $1.14 million contract in 2025. Is it expensive? It's a bargain. Paying less than $1 million for a top 15 punter, that's management. Would you rather spend $5 million on a veteran like Pat O'Donnell? Please! And attention to this, if Johnson's offense reduces its 3 and outs, Taylor will be invisible and fans will forget his draft. But if the line remains terrible, Get ready for Taylor Mania, the man who punts 100 times. And now, the burning question, is Tory Taylor Poles' mistake? Or the symptom of a broken team? Should Chicago keep investing in special teams? Or use those resources to protect Caleb? Chicago roars again. The question is clear. Will Ben Johnson be the name that finally turns this offense into a real threat, or will we keep repeating the same script of broken promises? Everything is on the table. The defense is already a cage, but if the quarterback keeps doubting in key moments, what's the point of having the best defense in the league? And let's talk about Tory Taylor. Is a rookie in special teams the piece we need, or is Ryan Poles playing with fire? Some say it's a historic mistake, others believe he's a misunderstood genius. Which side are you on? Here's what matters. What do you think? Aren't you tired of seeing the Bears as the team that almost makes it? Of those passes slipping through the receiver's hands like soap? If Johnson isn't the answer, who will be? Or does this team need more than a quarterback to stop being the joke of the NFC North? And don't tell me you're not burning with curiosity. Is this season the road to the Super Bowl, or another trip to the abyss? Here we don't settle for silence. We want to hear your voice. Do you defend Poles or think every decision he makes brings us closer to collapse? Is Johnson the star we deserve or just another mirage? This is your space, your platform. Subscribe now, because this is not just a channel, it's the refuge for those of us who have the Bears tattooed on our soul. Comment, debate, shout if necessary. Like, activate the bell, and let's make Chicago know the pack doesn't hide. We are family. We are Bears. And here, we roar together.